never heard of Tor before today, and learning about it was really fascinating. It's amazing that someone can code something that enables, or like doesn't even let them see who is sending the information. It's weird that people are making technology that mimics the techniques that people used to use to stay anonymous, like 50 years ago, so back, like reverting back to like the whole brown paper envelope, technique, just sliding it under people's doors. Yeah, it seems like the only difference now is that you can communicate back and forth, and that it's not just like one way, but it's still interesting that people are using technology to try to revert back to something that's so, I guess, kind of primitive and really so concerned about staying anonymous. It was really interesting to play around with the Tor browser too, and like look at how different the internet is when it doesn't know exactly where I am. I looked at Amazon to see if I could notice any like price differences between, like Firefox and using Tor, and I didn't really see anything weird there. Everything that I noticed, didn't show up as a different price or anything. And like searching for pizza, like you suggested we do, it was just interesting to see how unpersonalized the results were. Like it only showed up for major chains like Domino's and Papa John's, but it didn't show any of the, personal or like smaller pizza shops that are around Chapel Hill that, or it didn't even like suggest, pizza shops in the area like Google normally does. But the most interesting thing that I found was when I just tried to like maybe look at hotel rooms or flights. I went to Expedia in Firefox, and then I went to Expedia in Tor, and the Tor website or browser took me to like a French version of Expedia where I couldn't even read or understand anything that it said. And that was really crazy. That was like the biggest, difference I could really tell. That it was really so confused that it didn't even recognize that I was in America and took me, to a whole other country's version of Expedia. It's just crazy that they could trick the internet like that. That's my response.